Hello and welcome to today's workshop. My name is Robin Johansson with Digital Marketing All. To start with, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be in on this training. I know it's not easy to carve out time to work on strategies that will help grow your business, but I almost guarantee that the proven strategies we're about to give you can help you grow your brand and get customers fast. We're seeing companies double and even triple their online marketing results. So if that sounds good to you, then I think you're going to love the next 45 minutes as we reveal these new strategies to you. The goal of this workshop is simple. We are going to pull back the curtain and reveal not one, not two, but three powerful secrets getting more traffic to your website and better leads and prospects for your business so you can start building your business faster than you ever thought possible. And the best part is that your competition doesn't know any of these strategies yet. We're going to lay out the strategies with such clarity that if you take good notes, you can start implementing them in your business in the next 24 hours. We're expecting a full house on the call today, so just a few things that I think would help you make this time very successful is go ahead and grab a pen and paper so you can take some notes or open up a good note-taking device on your computer or your pad. These are cutting-edge advanced strategies, and some of the trends we'll show you will make this the biggest opportunity for your business yet this year. If you're a small business and you're serious about getting better results with your online marketing and more targeted traffic to your products and services, the next few minutes could change everything for you. As an agency wanting the best for our clients, we followed the advice of gurus, and nothing they said ever worked for us. Our clients wanted results, and before they became our clients, they all had one thing in common. Their online marketing wasn't getting them results. Now, I know there are a lot of people on the call today. So before we start, what are you trying to figure out? How to get more leads? What's the best way to get my company in front of more people? What's the best way to get ahead of my competitors online? How can I get more people not just seeing my website and business, but also getting them to pick up the phone and contact us? Those are all really fabulous questions. These questions are not only the questions that every business owner is asking, but are more importantly, these are the things that your competition is asking right now. And you're going to be very excited that almost every question I read off, we're going to give you the answers so you can start getting a lot more success in the next 24 hours and blow away the competition. Over the last 10 months, we've been studying new online marketing trends that very few people know anything about. We've discovered some easy to use strategies to get your online marketing to start generating business very fast. So for the first time ever, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what to do to leverage the power of your online conversion strategies, which will get results for your business. My promise to you during this training is we are going to reveal 100% new marketing strategy to leverage the power of your brand. That will help you build your targeted traffic, attract more leads, and convert those leads into new business as fast as humanly possible. That said, we spent a lot of time figuring out ways to help guarantee that you get results from the strategies we're about to give you. So we've created a special bonus for everyone that we will reveal at the end of today's training. This will supercharge your success. How does that sound? To start, we want to reveal some of those new trends we've been studying and some of the proven sales strategies so that you can copy everything we're doing and generate new business quickly. Between myself and our team and strategic partners, we've spent thousands of hours in research, actually applying these strategies to get predictable results. And speaking of team, I'm going to bring a team member in to reveal some new trends and the loopholes that we've discovered with online branding so that we can help get your success. I'm going to hand it over to Stephen because he's put together the latest up-to-date data points that will reveal exactly what you can do to get more customers and clients by building your online brand. Stephen, are you there?
Well, hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here and take you through what we've discovered to be some very powerful ways to grow your business and build your online brand at the same time. Again, my name is Stephen. I'm the Director of Online Strategies here at our company. And I got to let you know, I know exactly what this special bonus is that we're going to be giving you at the end of the training to help you supercharge your ability to build your business. And you are absolutely going to love it. And it's going to build on everything you're about to see right now. Now, there are about 7 different strategies that we want to share, but for the sake of time, we narrowed it down to the top 3. And the best part is that your competitors don't even know about these strategies yet. We believe that you can put yourself in an entirely new category of success when it comes to online marketing if you follow some of the strategies we're going to be giving you. You can literally just copy and paste them. So make sure you take really good notes, and let's jump in. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to look at some trends and some strategies that businesses in your industry, some of the top 1%, are taking advantage of right now to grow their business. But I want to make a quick assumption. You already know and you believe that online marketing is not just important, but a critical part of every business's growth strategy this year. I mean, if you and I want to get in front of more prospects, then online marketing is the way to do it, because all our prospects, every client we would ever want, is online right now. And it's very easy and more than ever for them to be able to search for a product or service that they're looking for. So before we jump in, I want to quickly define a very important term so we're all on the same page, because I know a lot of us that are on the call right now are from different backgrounds, different schools of thought, but I want to define what's called a sales funnel. Very simple term, but a lot of people have different perspectives on it. A sales funnel is simply a campaign designed to move the prospect through the sales process. So we're going to funnel them through the process. So a funnel really is defined by starting out with a prospect, right? A specific target market that we're looking to focus on. And then people that actually raise their hands are interested in our offer will say, hey, I'm interested. That turns into a lead. And then that lead will be generated and that turns into a sale. And then once we've actually sold them, they become a customer, then we want to upsell them. So does that make sense? Prospect to leads to sales and upsells. So if you're a store and you've got products and services, then that would be like someone entering the store as a prospect, right? Then they're asking a question, then you turn into a lead, right? They end up buying a product. Now they're a customer, that's a sale. And then we might sell them a gift card, right, as an upsell. Now, if you're a consultant, that might be somebody reading a blog post, and then they simply call the business and talk to the consultant. The consultant says, here are my services. They sign up for a consultation or some consulting services, and then you might upsell them on a monthly retainer. So is this a little bit more clear? And let me get you do one more. And let's say you're a service business, right? Someone visits the website, then they actually schedule an appointment, and then they buy your services, and then you might upsell them on a yearly contract. So these are all sales funnel, from prospecting to leads to sales and upsells, but different industries have a little bit different perspective. But for the sake of this training, what we want to do is make sure that you just understand that when we're saying the word funnel, we're simply talking about funneling them down the process to turn them from prospect to lead to a buyer and then to upsell them. Sound good? Okay. So we want to share with you 3 powerful, proven conversion strategies. The first is a brand strategy. Every business needs to build their online brand. You have to have authority. You have to actually separate yourself from the competition. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that so you can start generating a lot of business online. But once you've got your brand strategy down, then you really want to focus on a lead strategy, something that can generate leads for you 24 hours a day. And then the third strategy we want to teach you and give you is a traffic strategy. How do you get new prospects all the time visiting your online brand, contacting you, and how do you get in front of new target markets to be able to grow your business? So these 3 strategies are what we've broken down to, and we cannot wait to share them with you. So let's start out with the first strategy. But to understand that, we have to know, what is a company brand? So I want to make sure we're all on the same page, and we're going to define a company brand by this. Your brand is the story that the market believes about the products, expertise, and value you offer. So let me say that again. Your brand is the story that your market believes about the products, expertise, and value that you offer. Look, you might have a current customer and they believe a very specific story about your brand, but you might have someone that's never heard of you and just visited your website, and they have a different perspective on what your brand is. And so what you're looking to do is to create a cohesive story that no matter if they're a first-time prospect or they're a long-term customer, everybody's on the same page, and you're telling your story about your products, expertise, and the value that you offer, and you're not allowing the market to actually dictate that. So there are 5 powerful questions that every single prospect, every single visitor comes to your website, asks about your brand. So what story are you telling? So we'll answer these 5 questions. So here are the 5 questions. 1, will this solve my problem? Can this company help me solve this very important problem that I have with their products or services? 2, do I have to decide right now? This is critical because a lot of online brands don't give any type of sense of urgency right now. See what they do? They visit the website and they go somewhere else because there's no sense of urgency because they don't feel they have to decide right now. So how do you create that? Well, we're going to explain that in a little bit. 3, am I getting the best? Do you have the authority? Do you have the social proof? Do you have the 5-star reviews to really show that you are one of the most reputable companies to do business with? 4, am I going to regret this? What type of risk am I taking by getting involved with this company? Because I worked with another company a few years ago and that didn't work out so well. 5, am I paying a good price? Am I getting good value? So these 5 questions is what every website visitor asks about your brand. And what we have to do is we have to tell a really good story about our brand to make sure we're solving all these 5 questions and answering them very specifically. And that's what's going to get them to go from prospect to client very fast. Does that make sense? So how do you do this? Well, businesses usually have 2 storefront brands. They've got their local business brand, which is their physical store, but they also have what we call an online business brand, right? Someone's never visited your store, but they see you online. Believe it or not, more people can visit your online brand than your physical local business. So there's a massive opportunity. One of the biggest opportunities you have this year is to build your online brand and differentiate yourself from your competitors. Now, we've dealt with a lot of different businesses. And I gotta let you know, when it's about telling your story, right? Some businesses we work with, they start right here. They have nothing, an empty shell. What do they want? They want some, Rodeo Drive, Palm Beach looking amazing brand online. And they can get this. But these are 2 completely different stories being told, right? So let's look at this. Other companies come to us and their brand kind of looks like this, right? Their website, their online presence is, you can see this photo is telling you a story already about that business. So what's the first thing that jumps out to you, right? When you go to this business, right? Could be a low discount, not very organized versus this brand. So their first impression, every website visitor, everybody online has an impression about your online brand, which leads to why they're going to contact you or why they're going to bounce and go look at your competitors. So we have to figure out what is the story that your market believes about you, and we have to leave a great first impression. So the big question, how do you tell your story in a way that differentiates you and your brand from everyone else in the industry? Now, in the year 2000, you had 12 seconds to capture someone's attention. And with online tablets and everybody going on social media right now, believe it or not, your website has only 8 seconds. That's it. And believe it or not, that's only 1 second less than a goldfish's attention span. So yes, we are marketing to a goldfish. So let's look at some trends of online website prospecting behavior that can impact our online brand and see exactly what we need to do based on these cool new trends that are happening right now that your competition doesn't know about. Because 88%, that's almost 9 out of every 10 consumers who search for a business on a mobile device will call or go to that business within 24 hours. So think of it, mobile is critical. How your business shows up and the way it looks on a mobile phone is crucial to whether they call or visit you. Another new trend, 8 out of 10 consumers will stop dead in their tracks engaging with the website if it doesn't display well on their device. So this is critical. I'll show you some examples just a minute here. Now, this trend is changing the entire behavior of someone looking at your site online. Almost 60% of users on mobile state that scrolling is more convenient and intuitive with a thumb than clicking. So clicking is not convenient at all. Scrolling is more intuitive because everyone's gotten the habit of social media like Facebook, e-commerce stores like Amazon, where you're scrolling through products, you're scrolling through your Facebook timeline to look at what your friends and family are doing. So think of this, if you've got a 25-page website, how do they scroll around? How do they find different things on your website? Well, let's say they got a coffee in their left hand. They got to reach their thumb way up at the top of the little hamburger. They click it so that the menu drops down, and then they got to click another button, almost spilling their coffee all over themselves. So if you can imagine the difficulty it has in having multi-page sites when it comes to a mobile phone. Well, how do you solve that problem? I want to explain that in just a moment. Because the enemy of the conversion is the click. The more clicking, the more things they got to figure out to find what they're looking for, the less you're going to convert those visitors into new business. So websites today, right, they're not designed to do anything except be read. We don't want visitors just to read like a fancy smancy brochure, right? We want them to take action and convert into customers. Agreed? That's the whole goal. Websites are not supposed to be like brochures. They're supposed to be opportunities, 24-hour salespeople online that are continually help our business grow. So what type of actions do we want our websites to take? So when someone comes, what type of actions? Well, visitors can either click, they should subscribe or opt in, or call, schedule, or order. So these are 4 major categories that we really want to focus on. So how do we do that? Well, it comes by understanding what tools are available. So let me ask everyone on the call here, what is the one tool, the number one tool a marketer has to get conversions? So think of that for a moment. I want you to answer. It's really important that you at least figure out what you think the answer is to this. It could be right, could be wrong, doesn't matter. But it's important that you understand what you think the number one tool of a marketer has to get conversions. And believe it or not, it's not social media, right? It's not keyword SEO research, not PPC, right? It's not 5-star reviews. Believe it or not, those are all good and all great marketing tools. But the number one tool a marketer has to get conversions is this: storytelling. See, telling the story, I don't care whether it's an ad, social media, a blog post, your website, an email, it doesn't matter. You're telling a story about their problem, a story about your solution, a story about the value you're bringing to the marketplace, a story about how you're different from everyone else in the industry. So when you think of that, hopefully that's a big aha moment for you, because great marketing starts with great storytelling. So if storytelling is the number one tool a marketer has to get conversions, what do you think the second most important tool a marketer has to get conversions is? Well, let me tell you, you don't have to guess. It's split testing. It's split testing the story, because not everyone knows the perfect story every single time. And so split testing this story helps us to refine the story better and better and better and really speak to the target market, because you don't want to create your marketing like a big shotgun that tries to hit everything. You want to be laser focused on that perfect target market. That's when you're going to get the perfect type of client and the most profitability for your business. So here's the most powerful thing. How do you tell your story with the beginning, middle, and an end with a 10-page website, a 20-page website, a 30-page website? How do you do that? Think of that for a moment. How do you tell that story when they can come to any page on your site and they can literally create their own story? So what if they're looking for a product or service? It's on page 26 and they can't find it. Well, they might assume you don't even have that, but that's not true. So they're creating their own story. They're building their own perspective about your brand, but that's not really your brand, is it? So how do you solve that? Well, that comes in this next step. How do you split test a 10, 20, 30-page website? And the answer is you can't. So what everyone has, including your competition, the 2 most important things you need to get your websites to convert better isn't even possible right now when you think about it. So I want to introduce you to a brand new concept that is absolutely changing everything, which is we call the one-page website funnel. And this one-page website funnel is designed to move the visitor through the sales process. Visitors are looking for products and services every single day, but it's designed to tell your story with the beginning, middle, and end that helps the visitor, let me underline this, choose you. The decision to choose you, because you're telling your story, why you're different, the different products and services that are most valuable, and educating them, the benefits of why they should be choosing you, and more importantly, why they should be choosing you right now. They need to decide right now, and the value that you bring to the marketplace. Don't let them create their own story. You need to take control of your brand and create your own online story with your site. So what if instead of building a multi-page website brochure, you built a single-page website that tells your story with a beginning, a middle, and an end that was designed to convert visitors? That would be a little different, wouldn't it? So let's look at a quick comparison. A one-page website funnel versus a multi-page website. One page versus multi-page. Your story is clear. Multi-page, your story is very confusing. They get to create their own story. User-friendly scrolling navigation, just like Facebook and Amazon, versus hard to navigate, lots of clicks. A one-page website funnels them to take action versus no clear action steps on what to do next. You can split test a one-page website with no ability to split test on a multi-page site at all. You have literally 6 to 10 call to actions, and everybody knows the number one reason the sale doesn't get made is because you just didn't ask for it. And most websites have almost no call to actions, maybe a phone number, maybe a contact us. Website funnels, one-page website funnels are mobile friendly, which is 60% of all the visitors that are actually seeing your site versus not mobile friendly sites that looks like, what I'm going to show you in a moment here, like a tax audit. You can easily track conversions and always be split testing versus very hard to track conversions. And most important, you can create very clear, irresistible offers, what you call lead magnets, that generate leads for you versus a multi-page site. If you created a page that had an offer on it, maybe no one ever finds that page. So you can see here, there's some massive advantages to thinking a little bit differently. And maybe now you're starting to even think, I visited a few sites that when I even clicked on the navigation at the top, it just scrolled me halfway down the page, or it scrolled me 3/4 down the page. And I didn't have to go to any other pages. And it was really convenient and easy to actually find what I was looking for. That's what we call a one-page website funnel. We're funneling them through your online brand story. So we always say this: if you want better conversions, tell a better story. So think about that. What is your online brand? What story is it telling right now? So to illustrate this, I want to show you something we just took a snapshot of, right? This is an average looking website on a desktop computer. So it looks clean, it looks nice, right? This is very typical, but watch what happens when this goes on a mobile phone, which is 6 out of every 10, and it's going to be probably 7 out of 10 next year, every single visitor. Look at that. You think someone wants to read that? 60% of website visitors see something that looks like a tax audit, and their brand looks horrible on a mobile device. Just because a site is, quote, mobile optimized doesn't mean the content is optimized for mobile. So most sites today come with mobile optimization, so you can read it on any iPad or phone, but it doesn't mean it looks good. So we take a different tack. We focus on getting conversions, what we call something a story block. And this is a critical element to online conversions. A story block is a block of content that's critical to telling your story. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you look at a website here, you can see that there are 2 story blocks, and I've kind of highlighted them here in green. 2 completely different story blocks telling 2 completely different stories. Now, this is what it looks like on a mobile device. A little bit different, right? So the way we build story blocks is very critical because we tell a story with not just images that are engaging and actually tell part of your story. I mean, we've all heard a picture's worth 1,000 words. So we get an extra 1,000 words when we have the right photo, but also with something called short copy. This is one of the most difficult things to do in online marketing, is to actually write very short sentences that actually tell a very big story. But we call that short copy. But we also use coloring. Notice all the call to actions are in the same color. So the eyes understand that, hey, this is a clickable button that I can actually take the next step. So we design these into what we call story blocks, and they look just like this. Does that make sense? A little bit different, right? So you got a choice of how to tell your brand. Differentiate your brand, separate yourself from the competition. You can have website content that looks like this versus story block content that looks like this. So which one do you think is going to keep them more engaged and tell your story? So now I'd like to introduce you to the psychology of what is behind the one page, what we call brand site funnel. So we all know now why it's one page, and hopefully you understand why we're calling a brand site. Everybody's heard of a website, right? And everybody's got a website. But very few businesses actually have built a brand site that's telling their story, and more importantly, turning it into a funnel that funnels every website visitor into their sales funnel to turn that prospect into a new client or a new customer. So let's take a look at some of the psychology here. because a one-page brand site funnel is designed to create trust and optimized for converting visitors into customers with a very deliberate framework. The following pages, we've highlighted these optimization details. So take a look at the story block psychology breakdown. One is we have a attention-getting headline. Two, as attention-getting image. We want to show emotion or some type of action that's happening to really engage the viewer. But more than that, we want to create a attention-grabbing offer. And then we want to get an attention-getting button as well. But more than that, we want to actually talk about your promise. One of the first things we want to do is talk about your commitment to the industry, your commitment to the actual customers that you have. And so having that upfront is critical, but it goes even deeper than that. You can see this brand site framework and ask yourself, is my website stacking up? Is your website have these things? Well, let's go a little deeper here, because keep in mind, this is all on one page, right? That means visitors don't have to click around and find information that they're looking for. All they have to do is go through your story. And now, for the first time ever, you're in control of your story, because you also have details of your best offers or your best products or your most valuable services right up at top. But more than that, there's also clear call to actions of what they can do. They can schedule, they can call, they can order. And to help get more conversions, there's also client reviews right up front. This isn't a review page at the 26th page on the website they try to find. No, your 5-star reviews are front and center for the whole world to see that you're the most reputable company to do business with. So you can see here how this framework can really dial it in. Now, what we want to do is really reveal this entire framework to you. So we have something called our secret 21 block story formula. Now, I can't give you everything here because obviously we don't want our competitors seeing what we do for our customers and how they're getting so many conversions. But I at least want to share with you the 21 story block formula, exactly how we build a story. We first start out, obviously, what we call the navigation block, so they can easily scroll around. And we have something called a cover block that really is a summary. It's like the trailer of a movie, which is the first thing that every visitor sees. But then we go a little bit deeper and we list out the top 6 to 8 services, the most valuable that every business or every customer wants to actually see. Then we have a call to action block. So right at the top, within 12 seconds of them being on your site, they're going to know how to get a hold of you or what to do next. But then we go even deeper. You can see we've got featured service number 1, 2, and 3. So then we rise to the top, the most valuable features that you have in your business, whether it's a product or a service and what they are. Then on top of that, we go even deeper in that to be able to talk about who you are in the industry. Then your expertise, then we go even deeper with a call to action or call today. Why they need to take action today. Why does it have to be right now versus actually waiting a day or two or never even calling you or contacting you? And then we end with how to find you, your hours, and then a footer, which is a summary of everything you just saw there. So this formula is the starting point for building your branding story and differentiating you from your competition, and gives us the foundation to start split testing to be able to increase the conversions on your website or what we call a brand site. Does that make sense? So that's secret conversion strategy number 1, a brand site funnel, a way to differentiate your brand and tell your story with what we call a 21 story block formula that converts. So what would happen is visitors would visit your brand site. They'd read your story. Then they would contact you, opt in, and then you'd send them to a thank you page that thanks them. And then instantly, all their information would go into an email campaign to follow up with them, be able to schedule an appointment, follow with them with different offers. So there's a whole funnel that funnels them through the process of taking them from prospect to actual client and increasing your business. So make sense? So out of the 3 powerful proven conversion strategies, we just talked about brand site strategy, which is the first one. The second one I want to share with you is what we call a lead strategy. Now, before I get into this, it's really important that we define a few things. First of all, marketing versus sales. There is a clear difference between these two. And even with our customers, sometimes there's a little gray area in between. So I wanted to find it very clear. When I'm talking about marketing, I'm not talking about selling. See, marketing is defined as generating leads that raise their hand. A lot of people with their online marketing try to sell. They try to get the client to buy right then and there. And that's not what we want to do. This is a lot more like potato chip marketing. You want to say, hey, do you want to buy the whole bag? You just want to give them a little chip, get them very interested for them to say, yeah, I want more information. So sales is then converting those leads into paying customers. These two different things can take two different personalities, two completely expertises. So when we're talking about leads, we were talking about marketing. So we're talking about generating leads by using the art of marketing to do that. And we're gonna have to think a little less like a business person and more like a fisherman when we actually are generating leads. So how do we do that? Well, let's start by defining lead generation. Lead generation is simply attracting, this is important, attracting the right customer into your sales funnel. And how many of us have worked with the wrong customer that's too much hassle, just demands way too much from us, right? Because they're not the perfect or they're not the right customer. So we need to attract the right type of customer. And the key to doing that is the right type of call to action, which we call the hook, and the right type of offer, which we call the bait. So a lot like fishing, right? You need bait on a hook. So what's going to attract the fish and then what's going to hook them in to bring them into the business are two different things. So here's the question. Would you be more successful if you had an expert full-time lead generator working for you every day generating leads for you? Yes? Think of that for a moment. Like right now, if you wave a magic wand, you had a full-time person just on the phone or talking to prospects, would you be more successful if you had a full-time lead generator that worked for you every single day to generate leads? And I think the answer is yes, right? So, but how do we do that? What does that look like? Because that can be incredibly expensive to do. So when we talk about lead generation, we're talking about being able to generate leads 24/7 with a different strategy. And this strategy can generate leads for you 24/7 with what we call a lead magnet strategy. Now, a lead magnet strategy is simply an offer, and more importantly, a free offer that attracts your perfect buyer in exchange for their contact information. So the best converting lead magnets, or what we find the best type of bait out there to attract the perfect target market, are these checklists. People love checklists. So whatever industry you're in, your prospect is always looking for some type of checklist to solve that problem. Cheat sheets, kind of insider information, right? To be able to how do I actually get this problem solved? Reports and guides are fantastic to give away. Everyone loves a good report or a good insider guide. Trials, like if you have a product or service that's a little bit more on the high end expensive, then you can actually give a short trial or some type of offer that gets their foot in the door, allows them to experience just a little bit of your services or products. Scripts aren't for every single industry, but if you're a consultant, scripts are really good to hand to a prospect because they love some type of word for word strategy to be able to help them. Resource lists, like here's all the ingredients, here's everything you need to actually accomplish this. Ebooks and assessment are fantastic. Everyone loves a good assessment to find out where they are and how far they need to actually go. Samples and insider research. It's fantastic to be able to do insider research, to be able to hand that to a prospect, and that absolutely differentiates you from everyone else in the industry. And then there's microservices as well as audit reports. An audit that you can actually do on that prospect or maybe what that prospect is doing to be able to say, hey, we find this problem based on this audit and we recommend this product or this service to help solve the issues that we found. So, this happens all the time when you go to get your car turned into the mechanic, right? He does an audit, does a 42-point checklist, comes back and gives you that, right? That would be an audit report, and it's easier to sell your services that way. So these are best converting lead magnets. So these are the opportunities that you and I have every single day to generate and to attract the perfect target market. But how do we hook them? Well, these are the best call to actions. A 24/7 self-booking strategy. Now, I want to let you know, 90% of businesses do not even know about this strategy. And more important, most don't even use it. And that is the ability for someone 11 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock in the morning to come to your website and then to find out exactly when you're available. They can't call you. They don't want to email you. They don't want to put a contact us in because the fact that you probably won't get called back or followed up with what they believe maybe another 36 to 48 hours. And they want to know exactly when they can get a hold of someone to help solve their problem. So a self-booking strategy is powerful to have an online calendar when someone's available to actually help them. Listening to a recording, this is great. This is an age-old tactic because when you actually have someone call in to listen to something, you can capture their phone number, and that's a lead. So a lot of businesses actually have a recording say, hey, if you'd like more information, call this number. We have a free recorded message for you that you can learn exactly how to do A, B, and C. Call our staff, view or download this ebook or this cheat sheet or this checklist, right? Email or reply. So sending out emails, right, and action them to reply, or to be able to email you what their questions are, or to be able to opt in or sign up. Maybe they're signing up to register, maybe they're signing up for a membership. So these are great call to action. So I want you to screenshot this real quick, because generating leads 24/7 starts with having a great free offer. And you can see here, there's so much opportunity just waiting for you. So how does your site compare right now? If I was to go to your website, would your online brand tell a good story? And within a moment of being on your site, would there be a great call to action that gives me something so exciting that attracts me and then hooks me in, where I would actually contact you? Or are 97%, 98% of all your website visitors coming to your site and then leaving because there's no call to action, there's no urgency, there's no authority, and they're just simply going to the next website or your competitors to get more information? So this is the opportunity that's right in front of you. So you can generate leads while you sleep. You can either hire a lead generator, which can be pretty expensive. You got to post job descriptions, you got to interview, takes hours, constant training, and pay a lot of money. Or you can actually generate leads with a lead generation funnel, a online page that is specifically designed to tell a story about a great offer that will help solve their problem. And create a lead magnet, build a landing page, and turn your traffic into leads 24/7. So this is secret conversion strategy number 2, a lead magnet funnel, an automated way to generate leads with a funnel that works for you 24 hours a day, attracts hot, qualified leads for your business. So you would actually create a page that's specific for that lead magnet. Don't make it small and just a little blurb. Make it a specific page that you can drive traffic to. And then what happens is, whether it's your website traffic or blog traffic or videos you have or emails you send out or social media, you can constantly be referring to this great offer that you have. And more importantly, once you've got one lead magnet up, then in a few months, you can put another lead magnet. In over a few months or even a year, you have multiple opportunities to always have these hooks in the water and this bait that's attracting the perfect target market. So what they'll do is they'll opt in, or they'll get a hold and they'll register for your offer. And then they'll go to a thank you page. Then they go on to an email campaign where you can follow up with them 24/7 and nurture them. So this is an easy way to generate leads for your business 24/7. Now, a big question we get all the time is, well, what's the difference if both are telling stories, right? Both are using story block strategies. What's the difference between a brand site funnel and a lead generation funnel or a lead magnet funnel? Well, it's real simple. This is your website, right? It's got a great story to tell about your brand. This is your landing page. Super short, super easy. It's a yes or no, not a lot of decisions to be made. And the great part is you can add a little story block to your website funnel that goes right to your landing page, right to your offer. So this is how you do it. You combine them. They work really, really well together. So 3 powerful proven conversion strategies. 1, we talked about a brand site strategy, and we just finished talking about a lead magnet strategy. Now it's time to talk about the 3rd strategy, a traffic strategy. So how do you get unlimited amount of targeted visitors to your brand site funnels, your website, or your lead magnet funnels and offers? Well, it all has to do with content marketing. Content marketing will put your business and your brand and your offers in front of new markets that you never even knew were out there. But it all has to do with a very specific formula that I want to give you. And when it comes to content marketing, this year, blogging will be one of the most powerful ways to get targeted traffic to your offers and to your brand site 24/7. So here's the secret blogging funnel strategy. Step 1 is what we call keyword topics, or the bait, right? To attract your perfect target market. Step 2 is article content that engages them, and more importantly, that they want more. Remember I talked about the potato chip marketing? We don't want to give them every single thing they need. We just want to give them a little chip and get them excited about the opportunity. So when we write an article, we want to engage them so they want more. And that's not the focus of most articles. Typically, articles try to give everything. They try to sell. Again, we're not selling, we're marketing. And 3 is for them to comment or click and get them to take action. Now, here's a powerful strategy that most people don't know. When you actually comment on a blog article, you have to register. You can't comment for free, right? You have to put your name and email in or leave a comment. So when someone leaves a name and email, what have they done? They've just opted in. But 99.9% of all businesses that do any type of blogging or any type of articles, when someone leaves a comment, they don't do anything with all those people that actually opted in. But we have a strategy which we call a blogging funnel that we strongly encourage comments. And when they comment, we put them right to an email list and follow up with them instantly. So we've got some strategies that can turn even the blogging comments into leads overnight. So here's the secret blogging funnel strategy. Step 1 is a 5-step strategy that you can copy and paste. And the first step is the topic research. This, again, is the bait where we want to attract them. So you want to create 1 to 2 blog posts every single month. Now, this is going to help you on so many levels of being able to do 1 to 2 every single month, everything from SEO to your Google Maps. But the point of it is that you want to actually have and attract the right type of customer. So you want to do a little topic research on what type of topics each and every other week to be able to write about. And then you want to do keyword research on each topic. So even though you have these topics, maybe nobody cares about that topic. Or maybe there's a ton of people that care about the topic. So doing keyword research on each topic, knowing what are the topics, keywords, are people searching for these keywords? Because if there are, boy, we want to write about it. If not, we don't want to write about it. So that'll determine whether the research topics that you've identified are going to be good to write about or not. Now, once we've got our keyword research done, we've identified the top things that people are interested in, then we want to write 2 compelling call to actions. This is critical. Not 1, but 2. Most blog articles, believe it or not, don't even have a call to action. They just say, thanks, here it is. If you want more information, contact us. But that's not a call to action. So this is why your lead magnet funnel is so critical, because now you can say, if you would like this, you click here and you can send them to your lead magnet. You send them to your 24/7 offer. Or if you like to schedule a time where we can actually help you do an assessment, click here. So you want 2 compelling call to actions, 1 typically in the middle of your article, and then typically 1 at the very end of your article. So 2 powerful call to actions we find really ramps up all your leads. And then you want to SEO optimize your blog article. So you want to make sure you go through the article, look for the keywords, and make sure you got enough keywords in there and enough optimization in there so that your article will be lifted up and ranked well, and that's going to give you targeted traffic. And then even more powerful than that is you want to syndicate and market your blog post. And this is what most businesses never do. They simply write the article or blog post, and that's it. They kind of leave it up to, crossing their fingers, and hopefully the Google algorithm and all the search engine algorithm will actually put them at the top. And it doesn't, and they wonder why it doesn't work, and they stop. But believe it or not, if you market that article, the search engines know it and they see it online. For instance, your Facebook profile, right? They're going to see that. The search engine is going to see that it's on Facebook and on social media, and they could actually rank it just because they're seeing it on social media. So putting it in Facebook groups, so finding your perfect target market in the right Facebook groups and dropping links in, say, hey, here's a great new article we just wrote about this topic. That's a perfect strategy. Networking groups. You'll always find groups that hover around the products and services that you have to offer. So there are millions of groups out there. And I don't care if it's basket weaving all the way up to pet care and everything in between. There are networking groups that like to exchange information and be very, very up to date on what's happening in different industries. Current customers. This is a big miss for most businesses. When they have their article, they never send it out to their current customers or even past customers or even their list of emails that aren't even customers yet to stay top of mind. This is a great way to reach out to your list or your email list and warm them up with really great content you've created. LinkedIn, powerful. LinkedIn groups, even more powerful. So if you've got a B2B practice or you're going after other businesses and your target market's on LinkedIn, boy, you need to be able to use that and leverage the power of your articles. Email marketing, to be able to email even cold email lists, those that have opted in, those that have signed up for your newsletter, those that are in groups that you're involved with, emailing that link out is a powerful way to do it. And then retargeting, those that come to your website. Now, retargeting is a strategy where if someone comes to your website, you can follow up with them with ads to market. Now, a lot of people market them with just offers, right? Like, oh, or branding. Well, you could market them with your article. Think how powerful that is when they come to your site and then for the next 30, 60, 90 days, have an ad that says new topic, right? Learn to do blank. So these are powerful ways that you can market that type of an article to get you in front of the perfect target market. Facebook Live, you're a business owner or you're a manager of a business. Take the article, you already understand the topic, and do a Facebook Live to those that are following you on Facebook or Twitter and actually just talk about the topic and announce you've got this great article and talk about what's in the article. It doesn't need to take a lot of time. It can take literally 3 or 4 minutes, but that content gets picked up, and now that's how you market the articles. And don't forget Instagram, very powerful, especially for this next generation of buyers. So content marketing with keyword optimized blog articles can give you unlimited amounts of targeted visitors to your brand site funnels, your website, your lead funnels to generate leads for you 24/7. So we've given you 3 powerful and proven conversion strategies. First, a brand site strategy to be able to tell your story and build your online brand. 2 is a lead magnet strategy to be able to generate leads 24/7. And 3 is a content traffic strategy to attract the perfect target market for your brand site website and for your offers. All so that you can make this year the most successful year financially. So I'm so excited that you showed up today, that you joined us. I hope that this information left you better. And now you've got 3 powerful strategies ready to go to be able to start building your online marketing strategies to be able to grow your business. So again, my name's Steven. Thank you so much for joining us. So what I want to do is I want to turn it back over to our team because they have something very special they want to give you to be able to supercharge and help you with these strategies. So again, thanks so much. And I want to turn it back over to our team.
Thanks, Stephen, for that comprehensive and thorough presentation of marketing strategies. Now for our audience, thanks. You really showed up today for a reason, maybe more than one, even though you're super busy. You showed up today because you need more customers. You showed up today because your website's not converting. And you may have showed up today because you're looking for answers. From Digital Marketing All's perspective, you have 2 options. Option A, you can do it yourself and use everything that you learned from our presentation today. You can spend weeks or months putting it all together and spend a lot of time in trial and error like we did trying to figure it all out. Or option B, fast track your results to start getting customers and put your marketing on autopilot by allowing Digital Marketing All to do the work for you. I want you to take everything that you learned from Stephen today and turn it into a customized landing page. What should a customized landing page provide? Firstly, you should have focused messaging. Landing pages allow you to target specific audiences with tailored content. Number 2, increased conversions. They're designed to guide visitors toward a single call to action. Remember how many times Stephen mentioned call to action. 3, measurable results. It's easier to track and analyze the performance of a single page. And so you ask me, how much should I be paying for a customized landing page? Creating a customized landing page is about $1,000 value. Then creating the content that converts, which is so critical, is a value of $500. And then you have to have the traffic. So we would give you 30 days of traffic, which would be 6,000 visitors, which is a value of $1,000. It's a total value and price of $2,500 to create a really effective customized landing page. However, our total price to you today is only $997. You can click on the link below, or you can go to the QRC code. And when you go to checkout, you can spread out the payments by using Klarna, which is an option at the end of the checkout. So I know I told all of you in the beginning of the seminar that we would be offering you special bonuses. And so here we are. Bonus number 1, we are going to provide you a one-to-one marketing strategy call. During the call, we will go over where you are as a company today, what you're trying to accomplish, and how to gain more sales. That's a $500 value. Bonus number 2 is a 30-day marketing plan. Very comprehensive marketing plan will provide you a roadmap of what to do for the next 30 days to bring more customers into your business. That has a value of $1,000. And bonus number 3 is a very valuable brand voice analysis and website audience audit. We will scan your website to determine who your website is actually targeting, and you would be surprised most companies don't have a clue. And we'll also provide you with a brand voice analysis that you'll be able to target the right customers. The value of that audit is $2,500. So just to recap, the 3 bonuses include number 1, which is a one-on-one marketing strategy call with one of our team at $500. Number 2 is a 30-day marketing plan at $1,000. And number 3 is a brand voice analysis and website audit for $2,500. So the total value of the bonus package is $4,000. But don't just take our word for it. I'd like to share a testimonial with you from one of our clients. TJ Livingston writes, "We're incredibly grateful for the remarkable impact that Digital Marketing All has had on our business. Their landing page solution was a game changer for Livingstone renovations. Not only did it dramatically increase our online visibility, but it also significantly boosted our conversion rates. The result? A substantial growth in our overall revenue. Their team took the time to understand our unique needs and delivered a product that truly speaks to our target audience. If you're looking to take your digital marketing to the next level, look no further than Digital Marketing All. They deliver results, plain and simple." If all this program did was offer you a one-on-one marketing strategy call, would it be worth it? That was bonus number 1. If all this program did was offer you a 30-day marketing plan, would it be worth it? That was bonus number 2. If all this program did was offer you a brand voice analysis and audience audit, would it be worth it? Well, you have the opportunity right now to get all 3 of those bonuses, plus get the results you've been looking for and get all of that at a fraction of the cost for only $997. Go now to the link below and go ahead and buy. Let me review one last time before we sign off what we're offering you tonight. Customized landing page with a value of $1,000. We're going to create content to give that landing page its power, which is valued at $500. 30 days of traffic, which is 6,000 visitors in 30 days, which is valued at $1,000. A one-to-one marketing strategy call with one of our team, which is a value of $500. A 30-day complete marketing plan, which is a value of $1,000. And a brand voice analysis and website audience audit for a value of $2,500. Altogether, all of these items have a value of $6,500. But remember, today, only until midnight tonight, you can buy this for only $997. Use the link that we have listed below. Use the QRC code off to the side. And remember, when you check out, you can spread out the payments by using Klarna, which is an option offered at the checkout. I want to thank you again for joining the training. We are looking forward to seeing you get results with a customized landing page. Have a great day.